Quick disclaimer, Learn from Mac is an independent educational project. We are not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by Apple, or any vendor or product covered in this course. Hey, welcome back to Learn from Mac. I'm Dennis, and today is day 05 of the F5 LTM R4600 Bootcamp. Today we make sure LTM actually knows when a server is broken, HTTP, HTTPS, and TCP health monitors, tuned so they catch real failures fast without crying wolf. Let's get into it. First, the goal. By the end of this lesson, you'll have HTTP, HTTPS, and TCP health monitors created, attached to real pool members, and tuned so the BIG-IP detects genuine failures quickly without generating false positives. Here's what you need: a working pool and pool member from days 04 TMSH or GUI access, and a backend server that actually responds over HTTP, HTTPS, or TCP. A basic NGINX or Apache instance is fine. 4 concepts before we build any monitor. Concept 1, interval. This is how often, in seconds, the BIG-IP probes each pool member. Lower catches failures faster, but generates more probe traffic. Default is 5 seconds, and interval must always be less than timeout. Concept 2, timeout. How long the BIG-IP waits for a response before counting a probe as failed. A member goes down once it's missed enough probes to exceed the timeout. Rule of thumb, timeout equals interval times 3 plus 1. Default is 16 seconds. Concept 3, up interval. An optional, separate probe frequency used only once a member is already marked up. Setting it higher than the base interval cuts steady state probe load on healthy servers, while still catching failures at the normal cadence the moment something goes down. Concept 4, the receive string. This is what the BIG-IP looks for in the response body or status line. If it's missing, the probe fails, even if the TCP connection succeeded. That's how you catch an application returning a 500 error page, which a plain TCP monitor would completely miss. All right, 3 labs. First, an HTTP monitor, checking for a literal 200 OK, then an HTTPS monitor, checking a JSON health endpoint with a manual curl probe to sanity check it, then TCP monitors, a half-open probe tuned with up interval, plus a full send and receive monitor, and we'll actually watch a member go down and recover live. Let's get into it. Lab 1, create an HTTP monitor that expects a literal 200 OK back. Attach it to the pool from day 04, and confirm the member is actually reporting up. Lab 2, create an HTTPS monitor checking a JSON health endpoint for status OK. Attach it to the secure app pool. Before trusting the monitor, run the exact same probe by hand. If curl gets that back, the monitor will too. Lab 3, a TCP half-open monitor for LDAP with up interval tuned to probe healthy members less aggressively. And a full send and receive TCP monitor for a custom app expecting a ping ready handshake. Attach both to their pools. Now let's actually watch a failure happen, stop the service on the back end, and pull the member status live. Restart the service, and within 1 interval cycle, plus the timeout window, it recovers. And that's HTTP, HTTPS, and TCP monitoring all live. There are self-check questions on the lesson page worth sitting with. The interval versus timeout math especially, since getting that ratio wrong is the single most common cause of monitor flapping. Take a minute with those. Quick recap before we go. Interval must always be less than timeout. A good starting rule is timeout equals interval times 3 plus 1. A receive string catches application layer failures. A plain TCP connection check would completely miss. Up interval lets you probe healthy members less aggressively while still catching real failures fast. And a pool with no monitor at all will happily keep sending traffic to a dead server, silently until a user complains. All right, that's day 05 in the books. HTTP, HTTPS, and TCP monitors, built, tuned, and tested against a real failure. That's a pool LTM can actually trust now. If this was useful, hit subscribe. You won't miss a single lesson. Next up is day 06, load balancing methods. See you there.